Yeah, but like being a fighter, do you feel like you're pretty limited as to what you can do outside of fighting? As far as like you're always recovering from training, you're always involved in something related to either promotion or preparation.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. How many of these things have you done with pro athletes?
I've done a lot. Yeah.
You know that it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Because everybody's so good that if you don't invest every ounce of yourself into something, there's somebody else that is, in my opinion. So it's like you have to do that or else you get passed by.
Yeah, and you also feel like you have to be super objective too about where you stand and where your skills are at, because
of course.
You're either at a point of constant improvement or you're at some sort of stagnation or a decline.
Yes, I think so. But then that question always comes to mind according to win and loss ratio, which doesn't always tell the truth, because that's not always the fact. It could just be a bad night and a good matchup and they had a game plan, or you lost and now you're going to sit and go to the drawing board and say that everything was off because of one loss. It doesn't really make sense to me. So it's kind of a mixture. You got to find the happy medium. It comes down to trust in the people around you, not having nothing but yes men around you. And I feel like as long as you have a good solid base of people that give the truth to you, then you don't have to think with your emotion and you can think with logic. And then I think it's important to have those people around you so you don't steer off the course.
Right, because even if you do have a loss, it's not saying that everything is off, but certainly something wasn't adequate in that particular matchup. Yeah,
right.
So you're just getting off of the second loss ever of your mixed martial arts career. The first one, you got caught by Uriah with a guillotine, and then the second one, this Cody no love fight. And what are your thoughts on it now, having time to reflect and look back? And
well, my thoughts are I pretty much laid it all out right away because I wanted to just do that, which was at the press conference, the post-fight press conference. I pretty much just wanted to, I literally laid every ounce of every thought I had at that moment out there for everybody to hear at a point where I'm very vulnerable. And I did that on purpose to show that we're not all, the same. Some people don't want to show their vulnerability. Some people want to just be seen as only perfect, only tough, only strong. And really the truth of what makes the strongest people in the world is their vulnerability early until they learn how to be tough. And, losing is part of that lesson, unfortunately, for everybody. And being unsuccessful is part of that lesson for people just as much as losing. So it's like you do what you can with it. And that's how I feel now, is like I do what I can with it. And the only way to make the best of it is to accept it right the second it happens. Understand that that's just the way it is. That's the way that this has been slated for this portion of my life, and just move forward. And as long as you embrace it, don't make excuses for it, and then you can actually look at what you did wrong and take it in. The second you make an excuse, the second you say, well, I was a little off here, a little off there because of this, this, and this, is the second you allow your mind to go into a path of, well, it wasn't in my control, which means you're not really dealing with the problems at hand. I think you're kind of bypassing the problems at hand when you do that. And then you can't grow from the experience. So what's the point of a loss if you're not going to grow from it and get the most out of it? Now it's just useless if you don't accept it.
Yeah, there's a real instinct that many fighters show, almost immediately after a loss, to go right into what was wrong with the camp, what was wrong with an injury, what they could have done differently, personal problems. And that really can wreak havoc with your mind.
Correct. I agree. I think more than wreaking havoc with your mind, I think it just shows how long it's going to take for them to get over the loss. I mean, that's the thing. The second you just say it, lay it all out there, and everybody knows, including yourself, the next step is growth. It's no longer stagnant and sitting and feeling the loss and trying to accept it. I've already accepted it. I accepted it the second I shook his hand in that octagon and they raised his hand as the winner. Am I really going to sit here and make excuses? Because let's say on the judges' scorecard I had some mindset that's like, oh, I shouldn't have lost the decision, or maybe this, maybe that. It's like, what's the point of that? Because in the end, it's already been chalked. It's
Right.
already there.
It's written
done.
down. Yeah, it's
done.
over.
Regardless of what anybody says, that's not leaving that piece of paper. So what's the point of really saying all this stuff, letting people argue that, well, you could have won here, you could have won. Where is the argument anymore? Where's the logic in that? Where's the point in all that? And I'm just sick and tired of excuses. I've fought so many years, winning so many years, hearing so many excuses about why I beat people. And I wanted to set a parameter right off the bat that I'm not that person.